Hello, users, and welcome back to another episode of Above It All, the best goddamn show on the fucking planet. So, this came out today. Trump's administration is ending support for 7 Texas testing sites as coronavirus cases spike. And this is part of a little bit more of like a broader kind of like de-escalation on coronavirus testing. Basically saying, it doesn't exist anymore. Testing is bad. Trump has been on television talking about how like, if you don't test, you don't get cases. If you don't, it's like you test and then there's a case. And then all of a sudden there's a case, and then you have more cases, and then you test some more, and then there's more cases. And I just want to say, why don't we stop testing? If we don't test, there will be no cases. Believe me, it's tremendous. So anyway, this guy's a motherfucker. President Trump's administration is ending its support for 13 coronavirus testing sites across the country at the end of the month, including 7 in Texas, as COVID-19 cases continue to spike in a number of areas nationwide. They're spiking here in North Carolina as well. Very scary. Several Texas officials are calling on the administration to extend the support for the sites, with the Houston Health Department's Public Health Authority writing that the lack of support would cause catastrophic cascading consequences. I like that. Catastrophic cascading consequences. I like that. That's good linguistics right there. I actually really like that. Anyway, officials are requesting the funding for the testing locations to be extended until August 30th. 4 of the 7 Texas sites in jeopardy are in Houston and Harris County, which public experts say could become the area worst hit by COVID-19 in the country. Ooh, jeez. I did not know that factoid. 2 of those sites can conduct up to 500 tests per day, which officials say make up the backbone of the city's testing efforts. Houston has 27 testing sites, with most conducting 100 to 250 tests per day. Of course, that's not nearly enough. That's the thing, is we need to extremely expand funding for this stuff, but instead Trump is trying to decrease funding. That's why this is so bizarre. Only 250 tests a day? Are you kidding me? The other 3 Texas sites funded by the federal government are split between Dallas, which has 2, and El Paso, which has 1. Talking Points memo first reported on Tuesday that the Trump administration was ending financial support for 13 sites across 5 states, including 7 in Texas. Rocky Vaz, the director of emergency management for the city of Dallas, told the news outlet the city asked for an extension of funding beyond June 30th, but was denied. The Department of Health and Human Services and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, deployed community-based testing sites throughout the U.S., which beyond Texas included 2 in Illinois, 2 in New Jersey, 1 in Colorado, and 1 in Pennsylvania. The program was scheduled to end in early April, but was extended to last through the end of June. Texas's case count has been rising since Memorial Day, with the state breaking records for its daily new coronavirus case count on Monday and Tuesday, with 4,760 and 5,080 new cases respectively. In total, the state has recorded at least 124,726 COVID-19 cases and 2,246 fatalities, according to the data from the New York Times. Harris and Dallas counties have been the most impacted, with 24,421 cases and 17,744 cases respectively. Both have documented more than 300 deaths. And I got some more stuff here. I'm just reading the article. I mean, the thing is, like, this shit, I'll just stop reading this. This is just more fucking garbage. But the thing is, again, Trump is trying to pretend like coronavirus is fake. That's what this whole thing is. That's why he gets up on there and says, Kung Flu. And then everyone's like, like, that's why he says, COVID-19. What's the 19 stand for? Nobody knows. When, like, everyone knows. It stands for COVID discovered in 2019. But it's like, again, these people are fucking ridiculous. There are 55% of Republicans that don't believe in germs. They don't wash their hands. There was a poll done in swing states. I guess I should specify, yes, these are in swing states, but I mean, whatever, it's representative. Of Republicans in swing states that have been washing their hands to fight coronavirus, only 45% of them said yes. 55% said no, they do not wash their hands to prevent coronavirus, which I take to mean as they do not wash their fucking hands because they're fucking icky. They're gross. Republicans are fucking weird. They're like disgusting little freak balls, dude. And it's that's the thing, is like there are so many families, millions of families that have lost a loved one because of these stupid fuckface boomers and Trump going out there saying it's not real. If 80% of American citizens wore masks when going out, coronavirus would be effectively non-existent in between March and now. And again, wear your masks now, because we can have the same conversation between June and October. If 80% of people wore masks, then they would have been non-existent. But this is going to probably keep going. And again, it's a disaster. It's a fucking ludicrous disaster. And the idea that Trump is going to like try to cut funding, and it's even like Ted Cruz is going up there and saying don't do it, and it's like, dude, they're so brazen. They don't give a fuck about you. Literally. Trump doesn't care about you at all. No one does. No, like not Nancy Pelosi, certainly not Joe Biden, certainly not Chuck Schumer, certainly not Mitch McConnell. These people are fucking antisocial, hateful morons. Like, these are not socially well-adjusted people that know how to interact with each other in society. These are freak shows, dude. Republicans need to be shunned and shamed at all times. These people should not be allowed in public. Lock them in their homes. Like, you know, and this is the thing. If we had a better society, if we had an opposition party that actually gave a fuck, we would have had stimulus checks. We'd have had food delivery. We'd have had subsidized USPS workers delivering medications and pharmaceuticals. But we don't. We're all left to fend for ourselves. And Trump takes advantage of that fucking vacuum to say that, well, if it were real, the Democrats would have done something. And you know what? He's kind of got a point there. Fuck the Democrats. They've done nothing. They're garbage. But again, this is only going to get worse. I've been saying this the whole time. It's literally only going to get worse. And I guess the only thing we can do is just watch it happen. And that's the sad part. What can you do? I mean, if you live in a place where, like, you know, you have elderly neighbors, offer to buy them food, or offer to, like, at least, you know, like, say, hey, give me $20, I'll do your grocery run. Offer to deliver them the medications they need. If you have any friends or family that are elderly or whatever and, like, you know, just need that assistance, help them at all times and all costs. But I mean, outside of that, there's very little we can do here. And this is the thing where you have to understand that, like, you know, if we were to just do a general strike or something, yeah, that would probably be pretty cool. But it's all like, okay, well, we don't have a stimulus check. Like, if we had like a $2,000 monthly income, like what some Democrats and Bernie Sanders were talking about in March, we'd probably be in pretty good shape right now. But again, I guess it just doesn't exist. Our leaders don't care. They just don't care. They just don't care. And yeah, it's depressing. But what are you gonna do? Anyway, again, be safe out there. If you have friends or family or neighbors or whatever that you can help them at all times, at all costs, you know, in any capacity that you can. Be safe, wear a mask. Your mask protects you, protects me. It's just a mutually beneficial thing. You don't want to not wear a mask. North Carolina recently had started a mandate that said if you don't wear masks in public, you can be fined. That's great. Also, the government should be giving us masks, but hey, whatever. Anyway, thank you for watching. Go check out some of my other vids. I'll see you later.